Scott, maybe you can talk to this question with your background in both as an entrepreneur and working as a VC. What was it like performing some of the due diligence on a startup's IP? Were you scrutinizing it line for line in the patent, or were you more just curious about their overall patent portfolio?
Well, most of them, I would say portfolio is unusual. Usually it's a single or a group of patents that are related. I think that there's two fundamental characteristics, right, you look for, which is you've got the freedom to operate. There's not somebody that can come in and block you from what you're doing, and that you'll be protected ultimately. And I think that you have, we always used, when I look at patents, I've read how many thousands of patents, obviously, but so you can sort of get a sense about them, but ultimately you need, legal support to do it effectively. And of course, as Mark mentioned, there's a lot of research, especially with if you get into the world of chemical entities. It is complicated. There's a huge amount of patent literature out there, and understanding that is obviously crucial. And we've had, at the last minute, I hate to say it, but things fall apart in various ways. Funding, licensing agreements, whatever you have, but just because you sort of at the last moment find something or other that doesn't sit well. It may be something glaring or obvious ultimately that you missed overlooked the first time, but the diligence, it's detailed, it's monotonous in some ways, but it's absolutely crucial.
Does anyone else have any, maybe Jennifer or Abiche, experience having diligence checks performed on you, and what was that like?
In my situation, I found also finding someone who could be the person who really came from that background. So having someone with maybe, an investor background or a banker background is not the best person to vet a life science technology. So finding that person who would be the main person to do the diligence, but they really understood what we claimed we could do was very important. So that took a while to, with the networking, finding those advocates who both had the knowledge to back it up.
Okay. Anyone else have any thoughts?
Well, I would just say that, I know what Atlas does. Atlas will do due diligence on your IP. They will pay a third-party firm and maybe a chemist or whatever. They tend to work, on small molecules, but biologics too, whatever that technology. They'll find an expert and an IP, and they'll pay to have it done themselves to actually do that deep dive. So you better make sure your ducks are in a row yourself. That's why you have to invest that money up front. As we were saying, at least in our area of the world that we're talking about, that's really critical to have all lined up.
Okay.